keenly listened to his submission, and I seem to be making an opinion that is a truthful witness.
Is he a truthful man also?
That is not for
there's another truthful man out.
Yeah.
Continue.
So I think he's been able to make a presentation. But Chair, I want him now to again be even more honest with us here, because I will ask two questions. One is that you remember, Chair, in one of the witnesses here, alleged that there is a mortuary within the compound.
There is a mortuary?
Yes, within the compound of the church. And some of the bodies of the victims of Shakahola were actually being transferred to that facility. Can you confirm or deny? Tell us the truth. I know you are getting legal advice. Confirm that, Pastor, because that is the perception we have as a committee. That is the perception in the country. It is very important that to clarify that. Number two.
Yes.
You submitted that you had contact with Mackenzie in terms of your intention to buy the TV station. But thereafter, again, you seem to be denying that you have never had an association with him. Are you confirming to this committee, therefore, that the only relationship between you and Pastor Mackenzie is only the issue of intending to buy the TV? Because the perception I have in the country is that there is some relationship between you and Mackenzie. I want you to confirm to this House, Pastor. And finally, Chair, is I wanted to get the mind of the pastor that whereas you agree that people should go for theology studies, obtain degrees, certificates, and so on, you have no problem with that. So if we come up with a law as a committee, as a recommendation, legal framework that we want to regulate the charges so that then we have certain standards of degree, of certificates for a pastor to own a church or something like that. What would be your position on that? Though you don't have a problem with it, but do you think we can, as a committee, be able to recommend that to the House and to the country?
Thank you. Maybe we can take, Pastor, you've written those three, yeah? Let's take Senator Hamid and we go like that. Or if you're not ready, you can give. Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Chair. And thank you, Pastor Ezekiel, for a very elaborate presentation. I picked some thoughts from what you presented that I think that will be important for clarification for the committee. And there are three quick ones. Number one, you talked about the capacity of a church as being somewhere in the borders of 45,000 people. I wanted you to have the committee understand the issue of membership. Are all your worshippers members of your church or not? And if they are members,
you talked about the capacity of a church.
What is the membership
as being
process?
Somewhere in the borders of
how does a worshipper become a member of your church? Number two, you really talked very nicely about leadership in the country
or not,
and recognize a lot of issues around governance, which is very profound.
What is the membership?
I want you to let the committee understand whether you personally are affiliated to any political party.
Number two,
and if not affiliated to any political party, are you affiliated to any political
leadership
people
in the country or not?
either as members of the church or not.
Governance, which is very profound. What is the membership? I want you to let the committee understand.
Yes.
You personally,
Without, of course,
are
appearing to gag my friend here.
party.
With that question about this political association,
Political
Chair,
party
is relevant. I want to
any
follow that.
political leadership.
With a lot of respect, Honorable,
Either as members of the church
you know, Senator, maybe that's not within the mandate of our discussions. What I would request is, Pastor, you don't have to answer that one, but answer the other questions that have preceded. Thank you.
Chair, I thought the point of order was on the matter of relevance, which is, I think, point of order 101. I think, given that I was listening to the witness, and the witness did bring issues that sparked debate in the committee, that did affect the leadership of this country, that did talk about issues of political nature. And that's why I'm just asking a very simple question. I think whether he is also politically aligned. I was listening to the witness. I don't think that, and the reason I'm asking for that.
Chair, could I help Senator Eddie?
Let's not go that way.
Chair, if Senator Eddie will allow me. Thank you, Eddie.
Senator Richard.
I think what Eddie is...
Senator Richard,
yes,
I beg you, let the witness, let's not go around this. Let him have the floor, then we make progress. Because after he finishes, you want Senator Hamida, you want, and then you want you. We finish.
Chair, the matter is relevant. Actually, I wanted to shape his question instead of him asking him whether he belongs to any political...
I have ruled.
Oh, you did?
I have.
Oh, sorry.
So let's just go that way.
So, and I think, Chair, being a member of the committee, any question that I ask, sir, you have the choice of not responding to them or responding to them. I'm just asking, just in case it could help you to frame any other comment. That's just the same as membership. So the last question,
Senator Eddie,
yes. Yeah, my last question is also a perception that is akin to what Senator Chipro alluded to, which is the question of the mortuary. But for me, I wanted to ask the question of, are there any people within your premises in the church who have fallen sick and are held in your church or otherwise? And if they aren't, if people happen, because you say that people come from far and wide in your church, if people come to your church and they happen to have fallen sick, what happens to them? Are they advised to go to the hospital? Are they sent back? Or are they held in your church? I think those are my questions, Chair.
Thank you, sir. Sorry, Evangelist.
Thank you, Honorable Chair, for the opportunity. About the issue of mortuary, I will answer from both. Okay, the two of them. The issue of mortuary was raised by the media. I think when they saw one of the structures in the compound that belongs to I will call it powerhouse. It is where we have our transformer. Okay. We built it for the safety of the transformer. And when this issue was raised, I told him, take the media live throughout New Life compound. And specifically, the media that pointed out on that issue about the mortuary. I'm saying because I wanted to mention the media. And I said, if they can do that, take them everywhere. And specifically, and check, they opened that place. It belongs to the transformer and the panels. Yes. Nothing like a mortuary. Even if you could build a mortuary, that brings me to the second question. Yes. These people come from far and wide. If they can do that, how can you lie to someone from UK to all these dead register in that perceived mortuary. Another one from Rongai, another one from Kiambu, another one from Garissa. How? Because these people don't stay around.
Yes.
So we don't have one. And even again now, I would advise, let us take the media to that place to check and verify.
Okay.
And I think this one has happened because when we invited the investigative authorities, that is the appointed committees, even the one appointed by the president, to come and verify these things, they never shown up.
Okay.
So we don't have a mortuary, and I don't think it can be there.
Next question.
And we will show that in the video. I pray that isipuuzwe, huenda itafungua macho ya mengi ambao sijasema.
Yes.
It is there in the video where it is. Yes, I will show that. So, number 2.
Yes.
Do you hold sick people? We don't allow sick people in the church without their representatives. That is a rule. Even on air, we put it on air. When a sick person comes, who is sick, sick, I mean, anakuwa na tatizo hata ya kutembea, we advise that person, sababu uwezi jua huyu mtu ataishi muda gani hapa ama atakufa saa ngapi, to go to the hospital. Sababu we cannot accept this person na hana mtu. What if anything happens to him? Utafanyaje? Utaambia nani? So we don't allow that in our church. There is a mortuary, Mavueni, Pastor Mavueni Center, ukienda Mbogolo. And this mortuary, haina hospitali. And I think this is the reason why people connected me to the mortuary. One day I said, how can one build a mortuary minus even a clinic? Is it business or it is for the safe custody of the dead? Sababu iko mahali ambapo ni black spot. If in any case, God forbid, there is an accident, kabla hajawekwa kwa hii mortuary, si ungeweka hata ka clinic ya first aid kuokoa huyu mtu kabla hujamweka hapa. Sababu kama hakuna hata first aid kit, what is the message being portrayed? Hiyo kitu iliniletea hizi shida. It is in the YouTube. Labda kama wame pull down, somebody said, kama anatuharibia biashara tutamuonyesha hapa. Hiyo kanisa itakuwa hapa. Sababu kama hakuna
hata the issue of the mortuary, what is the message being portrayed? All these other senators waiting to ask you questions.
Do I have any other relationship? Labda kama wame pull down na Mackenzie, somebody said, ama ni hiyo TV. TV, hiyo kanisa TV. That nilitaka kununua na sikununua, sikukamilisha transaction, and that is all. Hakuna kitu kingine. Theology should what is your view on recommendation of one going to theological college before he becomes a pastor? My view is this: if one wants to become a pastor, it is all, and the theological knowledge is as important as we know. Anaweza kupewa ruhusa awe pastor, lakini he be or she be given an opportunity and the time aende asomee sababu inaweza kuwa online, isije ikawa kitu ambacho kitamwambia don't, so that in the process anahubiri, anaweza kuenda kusoma jioni akarudi na apewe muda. Unaweza kufungua kanisa, lakini you must submit kwamba utasomea hii teolojia kwa muda fulani, ili isije ikawa ni njia ya huyu akitaka kuzuia huyu, anajua huyu hajawahi kanyaga teolojia, kanisa litaifunga. Mwangi hajawahi enda teolojia, pull it down. So ombi langu ni kwamba hata kama anaanza through the umbrella, awe advised na the umbrella body na apewe muda, and the umbrella body is submit kwa the government, this is our member, ameanzisha church, ameingia kwa hii college, ili asizuiliwe na kusiwe na misuse ya njia yote ya congregation. That is my take. And membership issue. Pastor Ezekiel, do you have members? Should I say we have or not? But I will put it this way. Those people who come to our church, they come because of listening to what I preach, and they come for prayers, mostly in need, spiritual attention, na wakiingia wanatoka mbali. And most of them, they say they are our members. Nikisema niandike, this is our member, anatoka Germany. Kanisani leo kuna wengine wametoka Germany, wengine wametoka Italy, wengine wametoka Dubai. Yeah. Just as other churches like in other countries, kuna wengine waliwahi toka hapa wakaenda South Africa kuhudhuria ibada, na anasema mimi nashiriki kule. The Bible says kwamba na siku ile mnataka kupeleka sadaka kule ambako nimeweka jina langu na ni mbali, you can choose on a day you go, hata kama ni mbali na huko ndio nimeweka jina langu, choose on a day even after 3 years, na mkaenda huko na mtoe sadaka hapo. So it was and it is in the Bible kwamba kuna sehemu ambazo Mungu alichagua watu waende wa muabudu like Jerusalem, na wengine wanakaa Ashdod. Kitambo waende huko ni mbali, anaweza kukaa lakini kanisa lake liko pale. So I don't know whether to put it, these are my members because I'm not documented. Because of this reason, we opened branches countrywide and other countries, so that wale ambao ni mbali na wangetamani ku attend services apart from the TV program, they can attend our services in our branches. Na kama anatoka Kericho na New Life branch iko Kericho, anaweza kuenda kwa huyo pastor, he is a member there, na anaweza sema natamani kuenda kwa Pastor Ezekiel. He also has a room na kuja mpaka Mombasa. That is what we are doing now, because saa zingine kuja Mombasa ni mbali, but we have branches and we are opening more branches kusaidia wale ambao wanatoka mbali. Another thing on the process of membership, I think I've answered that, whether we have a process. Affiliation to any political party, I would request that I answer.
Okay.
From day one, I said, and I will put it here, God told me in a vision, never associate yourself with any political party. That is why I've never attended any political function. Na kanisa langu ambalo naongoza, kanisa letu ambalo naongoza, sikumbuki kama nimewahi kupeana platform any political leader asimame aongee anything political. Sababu kanisa hilo liko na makabila yote, watu ambao wako affiliated na different parties. Sazile nitasema mimi ni wa huyu na si wa huyu, yule mshirika mwingine ambao ni wa party X atanifikiriaje na nitamwambia nini? So mimi I'm not affiliated to any political party, I've never attended any political rally organized by any political party. Na ninaomba kama ni kukosea, naomba wanisamehe kwa sababu to mix politics with God's work, utaambia watu nini? When the country is burning, people run to the church. Na kama nilisema huyu ambaye ana aspire to be a governor ni wangu, waende wapigane huko members. Sasa wanakuja kutafuta counseling, the two governors. Yule mwingine ambao nilimuoposa atakuja kweli? Na nimepeana any spiritual guidance kwa inchi? No. So I said the last door ambao inchi ikichomeka watu wanakimbilia ni kanisa. Kile ambacho kilifanyika Kiambaa and the rest during 2007 kisiwahi rudia. You might feel, Pastor, you are wrong for not to be affiliated. I learned from 2007. Hakuna mahali mtu angeingia aseme hii ni msikiti ama hii ni kanisa, because we made a mistake. Tulisema sisi ni wa huyu, sisi si wa huyu. Nobody respected the church. So mimi ninakaa hivi. That is why hata nipitie haya hautasikia nimepigia kiongozi fulani simu ambao is a political leader ani okoe.
Sawa.
Na hajawahi tokea. So mimi, I'm not affiliated to that.
So and, that's okay. Is there another?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Very fast. I'll do that very fast. Am I affiliated to any political leader or person who is related to me in the church? In my church, ukiangalia record zangu, hakuna kiti kimekuwa designated hii ni political leader who is a member. Akija akae hapa mbele ama akae kule. Yeyote anayekuja anakuja service. Awe political leader gani, awe political leader, labda nimeambiwa na maybe because of respect and honor. The president is coming, the governor is coming, and they say weka kiti chake hapa for security reasons. That one I will do, because wakati ambapo rais, governor, senator anakuja na umepewa advice na the security department weka kiti hapa, siwezi kudespise hiyo, nitakuja kufanya. Lakini sijui kama niko na member yote ambao is a political leader. I don't know. So I'm not affiliated to anyone, not to any party.
Asante. Mheshimiwa David, and then Mheshimiwa sorry.
Nimeomba tu niseme,
yes.
Wanasema wanawake kwanza lakini wanaume mbele.
Point of order. Bwana Speaker, simpati hiyo nafasi hiyo imenigusa and I'll continue. Thank you very much.
David.
Wacha nimpe nafasi.
Najua na moyo mweupe kama pamba. Asante Mheshimiwa Mhubiri Ezekiel. Langu ni kuuliza uhusiano wako uko vipi kati yako na idara ya polisi? Msimamo wako ni upi, hususan ulinzi ambao watumishi wa Mungu hupata kutokana na askari jeshi wa nchi ya Kenya? Unaunga mkono wahubiri makasisi kulindwa na kuongozwa na askari wa nchi ya Kenya, ama umeachia ulinzi wako na hatima yako Mungu aliye hai? Jambo la pili, wale makasisi ama wahubiri ambao wako nyanjani katika kanisa lako, wao unatumia mfumo upi kuwatia msasa na kuchagua kwamba huyu amepata mwito na sauti kutoka nyikani, na pili amehitimu kuhubiri, na ni vigezo hivi vipi mnatumia kuchagua hawa wahubiri kutoka mashinani? Asante.
Okay, Senator Hamida.
Thank you, Chair. Pastor Ezekiel, nimeona through your fee structure Nimeona kusema kweli umejaribu sana, na hawa ni Wakristo na Waislamu. The fee structure, looking at it, unapata check moja about 62,000, 75,000, kama ya Amin ni 48,000, ya Lilian I think almost 168,000, Athman 75 na kadhalika. So I'm just wondering, kusema kweli, and you know, apart from kama ni social media, kuwa wamekuwa associate na vitu vingine apart from zile sadaka unapata. Associate wewe, kwa sababu ukiangalia hii, tuseme hiyo fees labda ni ya term moja, na kuna utakuwa labda utaendelea kwa this kind of fees, hauwezi kumlipia mtu labda term moja. Lazima utaweza kuendelea nao ili waweze kukamilisha, kwa sababu hii ni fees kwa wazazi wao labda hawawezi kulipa. So I'm looking at it and saying, there was a speculation that these funds are from money laundering, organs trafficking, and the rest. Sasa ukiangalia hii sadaka and the kind of money that inatumika, ndio nasema labda uwe tu clarify kama hiyo ni ukweli vile watu walikuwa nasema mambo ya organ trafficking na the rest, na kama hiyo tu ni upande wa sadaka. Lingine, kwenye board naangalia kwa board ya New Life, is there a board or committee that runs operations for your church kwa vyovyote vile? Nafikiria hilo ni swali langu tu kwa sasa, mpaka niongeze lingine. Asante bwana mwenyekiti.
Asante sana. Honorable Senator, maybe we can just take yours and then we'll have those are how many questions? Those are like 4 or 5?
They are 5, 6.
Let him answer and then we give you. Yes.
Thank you so much, Honorable Chair, for another opportunity. The relationship between me or the church leaders and the police, how should it be? Or how am I related to the police? We have a very good relationship, me and the police. And the role of the police is very important. Most of them risk their lives to provide security. And I think the church should be close to the police. One, because of the members who come to our churches. If the police is not given permission to have a good relationship with the preachers, how will the police relay information from the church to the government? Because the police is there to police, to protect even the members, citizens of that country. And the members of our churches are citizens of a country. We should have a good relationship. And apart from the few incidences that I've mentioned, I have a very good relationship with the police. I have some who are DCI. We have a very good relationship. I might be tempted to quote the one who was ferrying me, the driver, to the court during that time. Since then, he's a good friend of mine. He told me, Pastor, I'm taking you to court, but please, I'm not your investigator. After this, even if I call you, don't deny me a chance to talk to you. So he can call, Pastor, pray for me. I do, because he did nothing wrong to me. Anyone who was investigating me did nothing wrong to me. It is their right. So we need to have a good relationship with the police.
Okay,
now,
so move to the next.
On churches,
yeah,
the church should have a good relationship with the police. That is very important, and we should respect the police. Let it not be taken that once I said so and so in the police department did this to us. I'm not referring to the police. I'm referring to an individual in the police. I think I should put it that way and leave it there. How I train my pastors, we take time. When they join pastorship, they stay there for quite a long time, even 2 years. They are seated there. I even teach them at night after services, because our services begin at around 8 in the morning. It comes to an end at around sometimes even 6 in the afternoon. By God's grace, I stand and preach for all those hours. By God's grace. So I teach them for quite a while. Then I call my spiritual father to pray for them and to anoint them. Even the ones that I've dispatched, he prayed for them. Because I don't want to release people who are not known to him. And he's the spiritual head guiding me. So that is how I train them. And when I will have the opportunity, maybe willingly or by being compelled to go to theological college, I will do what is necessary. Because the fate of our country, once you have been entrusted by more than 45,000 people to talk to them, you need to be very careful and know that these are not your people. These are the citizens of a country. You must do what is right for their sake. So that is my position. Fee structure. The fee structures there and the amount that we have paid for them. There are people who have been in school, and by the mercies of the heads of the school, they can even go to school until they reach Form 4, wakati ambapo wanadaiwa something like 200,000. Mwalimu anajaribu kuwa lenient. Maybe mtoto anapata A, lakini mwalimu anafikiria, niko na watoto kama 70. Nikifukuza huyu ataenda kutoka nje kwa sababu ya fee structure. Kwa sababu ya fee. Sinimwache hapa. So wakati ambapo tumepata mtoto kama huyo, huwa hatuangalii ni kabila gani, anatoka kwa religion gani, anadaiwa ngapi. The fate of our children lies with us. Wewe Ezekiel, by God's grace, you can have a church with a sitting capacity of 45,000 people. Where do you take this money? Utaniambia hauna 200,000 ya kulipia mtoto wa mtu? Ama ni greed? So mimi nikipata, I don't ask. Bora tu shule imedhibitisha anadaiwa hii. We verify through the accountant and the bank. Nalipa. I may not know who will become the next president. Maybe namsomesha. And I don't know kwa nini Mungu amenijalia neema saa zingine ya kifedha kuliko mwingine. I'm just performing my duties ambao Mungu amenijalia neema. Anipe fedha hii na anipe roho, sababu huenda sio mimi peke yangu napata sadaka kama hiyo, huenda mwingine yako nayo, and I just do my part. That's why we pay that amount of money. And as just as you have put it, ukiangalia hiyo karatasi, mimi naitwa Ezekiel Odero. Kupata Edwin Onyango hapo ni ngumu. I don't know kama yuko.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because niliponunua uwanja Kilifi, I had all information, the plight of the children of Kilifi, through Honorable Chair, Honorable Senator. Hakuna mtu asiyejua mtoto wa Kilifi vile anavyokaa. Kila wakati TV, yule mtoto aliyekuwa anatuanga mawe akawa covered na Citizen, and I thank God for the Citizen TV. Alikuwa anatoka Kilifi. Mimi nakaa hapo, washirika wametoa sadaka, niko na watoto 3. Mimi nikae kwa sababu kiwango cha uchumi wa Kilifi na Kisumu ni tofauti. Turkana na Thika ni tofauti. Huwezi enda Thika kusomesha mtoto Thika na umeacha mtoto wa Turkana ama mtoto wa Kilifi. What are you doing? So nikasema charity begins home. nichukue hawa watoto more than 200 niwapeleke shule. Maybe kesho tutakuwa na mtoto mwingine anaitwa Kaindi, the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. That is the reason. Na kama tuko na uwezo wa kuwapeleka watoto wengine kama wako sehemu za Turkana vile ambavyo tunapanga, sababu Turkana na Kilifi zinakaribiana, mapato ni tofauti, tuende huko tuwasaidie. Tuki-expand pole tuende Kisumu, kwa sababu sio wote wanaweza, ama sehemu za Yochea, hata sehemu ambao unatoka Tana River tuwasaidie, because you can't do it all over the country all of a sudden. How did you grow? So that is why hao watoto tulienda, nikaongea na governor, nikamwambia naomba hao watoto ambao naona wamekwama. Governor akaniambia, Pastor, I wish you knew ni watoto wangapi. Nilipoenda kwa ofisi yake nikapata mtoto aliyeuza kuku apate nauli ya kuenda kwa governor, na mwingine ametembea mguu kilomita 20. Governor anaweza kuprove hii, aende aombe school fees kwa governor. Nilimuomba governor, maybe you are able to do this, lakini nimeona na macho yangu, nipe nafasi hao watoto niwalipie, na yule ambao plight yake imetangazwa na Citizen, na wengine waje. Walienda wakatangaza. That is how we got over 100 students na wakaletwa. Tushalipa 1 year. Yatakikana by maybe the end of this year. Hiyo ni wale ambao tumewalipia 1 year. But we are taking more than 200 students, full scholarship, full scholarship, secondary. Nikamwambia nipe hawa nisomeshe. Nadhani niko na uwezo. Mimi niko na watoto 3. Chair, mimi nimesomeshwa na ndugu mwingine anaitwa Matthews Malege hapa Tumu, na sikumaliza kwa sababu hangekuwa na hizo pesa zote za kunifundisha chemical processing technology. Na babu yangu ndiye amenisomesha kuanzia class 7 mpaka form 2. NGO imenisomesha from form 2 to form 4. Mimi nikajua kizungu kiasi. Leo hii naweza nikapata pesa ambao huenda mshirika anatamani kujua, and it is biblical. Unaitumiaje? Nikae Kilifi, tuhubiri injili, kuwe na hawa washirika. Mimi ninunue gari nyingine na gari nyingine, huyo mtoto amekwama. Hapana. Even natural justice haifai. Hiyo ndio maana tulianza na Kilifi, na Mungu atuwezeshe tutawapeleka shule.
Okay. So now Senator,
and I will answer something, sir. Please, Your Honor. Money laundering?
Oh yes,
yes. I will put it this way. I don't know whether we are required. I don't know how to put it. But kanisa ambao watu wako 2,000 na wanatoa tithe na wanatoa offering. Your Honor and Chair, sidhani kama mimi vile nimekaa mchungaji, sidhani kama hiyo sadaka ni kidogo, honestly. Na hiyo sadaka, kwa nini mambo ya money laundering imeanza? Kwa sababu ya what we do with the church money, and maybe, I'm not sure, other churches are not doing with the church money. Kama makanisa tungekuwa tunasaidia wakati wa drought, wakati wa watoto wamekwama hivi, na kuambia serikali ingeweka maybe 30% kwa education. If we do what is rightfully ours as a church, we have more than maybe 50,000 churches. What is our contribution to the society? And why should we victimize a church that is taking more than 200 students to school and say it is money laundering? Utamfanya aogope, aseme nisipeleke ili kesho nisije nikashtakiwa, because all churches maybe are not doing so. Kwa hivyo mimi nikae naogopa. Ukijenga shule kama ile ambayo tumejenga, unaulizwa where do you take the money? Mimi niko na watoto 3. Ile shule itasaidia the community, kuna security, kuna walimu, kuna nani. I believe mimi kwangu hakuna money laundering, na serikali ichunguze hata kuanzia kesho na wa present their finding. Na nakuwa reminded wamechunguza because yes, thank you, they closed all our bank accounts to chunguza, and they chunguzed and they allowed us to continue. And the committee, church committee, we have because yes, there is the administrator, tuko na wengine the accountant, and those who work in several departments. Atungewabeba, but we have the committee.
Senator Richard,
we have because yes, there is the administrator.
So we just about to finish after we hear these questions.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, Pastor EZEKIEL, for giving us an opportunity to not to stop you discussing the word of the Lord. But basically, regulation, according to me, means, number one, you have actually dealt with the first issue, and that is money laundering. How do you know that when money has been given for tithe, that actually that money is genuine and is money that has been given in bits and pieces, and therefore there isn't any other external influence for that money to be brought into the